I call her, but no reply. I don't know.
No.
No.
Mm, Probably she's busy. Well,
Yes. Or
let's
maybe the transportation is how say
packed.
is yes.
Yeah, another way to say full or very
Mhm.
crowded, informally, is packed.
Act.
When the place is has a lot of people, the place is packed.
Okay, yes.
Mhm.
Yes, and it's horrible. I took the subway like 2 hours ago, and it usually take me around an hour to get my home, to get home. And today took me like an hour and 40 minutes. It was,
Dude, almost 2 hours.
yes, it was horrible. Well, I was not in the office today. I went to a conference in Polanco, but it's horrible.
Of course. No, anyway, I mean, 2 hours
The
the public
transportation.
transportation sucks.
Yeah,
Totally. That's the
yes.
thing. Be careful tomorrow. Tomorrow, if you're planning to go out, there's a don't go to Zocalo. Zocalo will be full. There will be
No, no.
a
Uh,
protest.
oh, really?
Mhm.
No, no. Well, I am not planning to be in the downtown tomorrow. In
Mhm.
downtown. Yeah, no.
Yeah, that's a bad idea.
Yeah, no. Actually,
Definitely.
I don't like to go on weekends because it's always packed.
Packed.
Sorry, yeah. There are a lot of people everywhere. It's horrible there.
Where do you go on the weekends?
I usually go to my parents' house, but in the afternoons or at the evenings, I usually go with Silvana, or and we usually go to the supermarket or go to the movies. I mean, we try to
Mm,
avoid places with a lot of people. We usually go to small, how say, these places with a lot of stores.
malls.
Just to small malls. Um,
Mm,
because if you want to go to the biggest, just the biggest one in the city, like Parque Delta, or which
a
is
lot of people.
yes, there's a lot of people, so we prefer to avoid these places, those places.
Oh, interesting. That's very interesting. You are in the
Yes,
south, right? In the south of the city?
yes, south, yes, around the south.
So I don't know. I
But
don't know
actually,
schools.
we usually plan to go to movies or do other things, but at the end we only uh, take out Silvana's dogs because she has four dogs, so it takes
Oh,
a lot of time. So we at the end of that we are exhausted, so we just buy something to eat and that's it.
yeah, that's nice. That's
Yeah.
nice.
Yes.
The
Yes.
relaxing weekends. Yeah,
Yeah.
because you are out, you are in the streets all
Yes.
the week, so you want to stay home on the weekend, no?
And rest. Yes. And
Yeah, that
just
makes total sense. Uh-huh.
watch a movie while you are eating popcorn,
Exactly,
something like that.
exactly. Enjoy
Yeah.
your house, enjoy your sofa. Yeah, that makes total sense.
Yeah.
Okay, very, very good. Very, very good. Okay, guys. So let's talk about the video, right? Let's practice our listening now that everybody's here, almost everybody. I think Luis is not familiar with the mechanic, or have you seen the listening days on the videos, Luis?
Not teacher, not yet.
Perfect. So then you're gonna check it for today. You just observe, watch it, and then after everybody passes, you're gonna pass. Okay.
Yes, don't worry.
Jesse is the first time she's going to participate. Try to get the most that you can. I believe in you. You can do this. Okay. I want you to have an easy day today. I mean, it's understanding a lot of things and very specific words, but you can do this. Okay. And we're gonna help each other, all of us. Okay.
Okay, teacher.
Good job. So I'm gonna play the video one more time, and we are going to extract very punctual uh, points on the video, right? Then you are going to complete these questions. You're going to answer these questions with information that comes from the video. But you are going to answer these questions with literal information. There's no open it's not open to paraphrases. Why? Because it's necessary to make you understand the way English is built, how the sentences are built, how the position of words are different to Spanish, and it really activates your ear, right? Which I that's the part that I would need you to activate, right? So you have the vocabulary from this video. It was let me check the vocabulary. Where is it? Here it is. Here. So here's the vocabulary, and here's the video. Does everybody have the vocabulary screen, or do you need to check it?
I think that you sent my WhatsApp now.
Yeah, I did. I sent it to WhatsApp. So everybody open that screen because it's going to be useful. Okay? And here you have two questions. The first two questions that we are going to answer. The first one says, what mistakes ended up killing other business models? Right? Different to Amazon. Right? And number two, whose Costco's business model aimed to? Do you remember what is aimed?
No,
No? Who remembers? It's in the vocabulary. Actually, it is in the previous vocabulary, or in this one. Here, number 17. To try or plan to achieve something. To try, to have an objective, to aim, to go towards.
Aim is a noun. How?
No, it's a verb.
Which aim? Oh, yes. I was reading the 29. 8.
20. Yes. So it seems similar, but it's not.
No, aim. Try or plan to achieve something. Okay.
Mm-hmm. So when you try to achieve something, you are going, you're directed towards an objective. You're going to somewhere, right? So let's try to find this information. I'm gonna play the video again, take notes about the video, and then we're gonna start finding the answers. 1, 2, 3, let's go.
This video is sponsored by Brilliant. The first 200 to use the link in the description get 20% off the annual subscription. Every October, thousands of dead strip malls, blockbusters, and Radio Shacks crawl out of their graves and spring to life with orange signs. While Halloween spending has steadily grown in recent years, the number of pop-up stores has absolutely exploded. Companies like Party City and Spirit Halloween have no trouble finding empty 50, 60,000 square foot buildings in the middle of town. For that, they have to thank the so-called retail apocalypse. In the last 3 years alone, Sears lost 142 of its stores, Toys R Us filed for bankruptcy, JCPenney lost about 200, Payless Shoe Source closed all 2,000, and Radio Shack about 1,000. The obvious question is why, and the obvious answer is Amazon. But not exactly. It's not retail stores that are dying. All these brands have something in common. They suck, usually because they failed to adapt. Sears tried to do everything and ended up doing everything terribly. JCPenney forgot its customers, and Toys R Us thought the internet was a fad. Millennials didn't kill your business, they stopped putting up with its 18th century practices. Other companies are thriving, like Ross, Lush, Aldi, and Dollar General. One specifically, Costco, succeeds against all odds not by copying Amazon, but doing almost the opposite. While both sell just about everything, from food to tires, vacations, and lawnmowers, Costco's strategy could hardly be more different, and that's exactly why Amazon should be paying attention. Most grocery stores, cheap, premium, big, and small, have the same basic strategy. They know everyone buys milk, eggs, bread, and bananas, and almost everyone knows what they cost. So they lure customers in with cheap prices for these staples, even at a loss, and then profit from their large volume repeat business. Costco is no different, with its $5 rotisserie chicken and bargain gas stations, which usually attract long lines. But unlike almost all of its competitors, Costco's deals aren't aimed at the general public. While the average grocery store does anything to get you in the door, Costco charges you. You won't even be allowed inside without a membership, which starts at $60 a year, or $120 for Gold Star Executive. This, like Amazon Prime, triggers a sunk cost fallacy. Once you've already paid the $60 or $120, you feel invested. Why shop around when you already have Prime? By not using it, you think you're just wasting money. Soon, you stop comparing prices and automatically go to Amazon. But what's really genius about Costco's membership is that it's mandatory. Amazon users will self-sort, each individually calculating whether buying Prime will save them enough money to be worth it. This does create loyalty, but doesn't fundamentally change the company's business model. Costco, on the other hand, makes 75% of its money from membership fees. Membership isn't its loyalty program. Membership is its business model. In 2018, Costco had 94 million members, a little less than Prime's 100 million, despite having only 700 stores around the world. That's significantly more than cheaper digital subscriptions like Apple Music's 60 million or Hulu's 25, and yet 90% renew each year. Why? Because its prices are so ridiculously low. Not because it's a charity or makes money from more expensive items while you're already there, but because its incentives are aligned with yours. Its first priority is getting its customers to renew their membership, which means impressing them time after time with low prices and high quality. Raising prices would only generate a few cents today and cost the company $60 next year. That's why it has a self-imposed rule. No item can be marked up more than 15%, or 14% for branded items, giving it an overall average markup of 11%, far lower than Walmart's 24%, 30% across all supermarkets, or Home Depot's 35%. Almost everything about its stores is designed to accomplish this goal. True to its name, Costco stores are, in every sense of the word, warehouses. There is no back room. Instead, forklifts move pallets of products directly onto store shelves. There are no fancy decorations, and aisles feel deliberately crowded. Basically, the opposite of an Apple store. But for as big as its warehouses are, their selection is surprisingly sparse. Your neighborhood supermarket will sell, on average, about 30,000 unique items. A Walmart Supercenter, 140,000, but Costco only about 4,000. Many of its stores have a gas station, pharmacy, hearing aid center, optometrist, photo processing center, tire garage, liquor store, and food court. But for each kind of item, there will usually be only one or two choices. Rather than paralyzing shoppers with an endless row of similar brands, Costco offers large quantities of whatever it considers highest quality. Not only does this make shopping and stocking shelves simpler, but it gives Costco immense buying power, and by extension, immense negotiating leverage with its suppliers. Companies want so badly to be the one or two choices at Costco, they'll lower prices and work to adapt their product to its needs. At one point, for example, Costco re-engineered a container of cashews so it could fit more in the same space, ultimately saving 24,000 pallets a year, money it passed on to the customer. If Costco is unsatisfied with a product, it just creates its own. Its store brand, Kirkland Signature, accounts for about 25% of its annual sales, and has a reputation for being high quality. The other major ingredient to Costco's success is the way it encourages high spending. Because getting around the store is so confusing, you have no choice but to wander through most of the aisles. The large quantities attract business owners, who make up just over 1/3 of its total members, but account for 2/3 of its sales. The $60 upfront fee, meanwhile, selects for an affluent demographic, with an average household income of nearly $100,000. And that's the genius of Costco. It turns nearly every seeming obstacle into a competitive advantage. Its membership fee should make acquiring new customers fatally difficult. Instead, it creates loyal, deep-pocketed patrons who praise the company for its free samples, generous return policy, and, of course, low prices. Its cost-saving warehouse layout should confuse and annoy shoppers. Instead, it makes them feel like deal hunters, much in the same way IKEA's do-it-yourself model makes its customers proud of their work. It's a winning formula that's now being exported to 13 countries, including, as of this year, China. Its grand opening in Shanghai was so busy that it had to temporarily close for safety. Ultimately, Costco will never be as big or exciting as Amazon, and that's largely why it's so adored. Shareholders love it as a solid, low-risk, predictable long-term investment, and its customers can feel good about its low prices knowing that they don't come at the expense of workers. While Amazon ruthlessly sacrifices everything for lower prices, Costco sees its employees as a crucial ingredient to its success. The average wage of all 245,000 workers is $21 an hour, double the US retail average. It also gives better health insurance and retirement benefits, which Costco is rewarded for with employees 3 times more productive. In an era of overvalued startups, reckless desire for growth, and questionable business practices, Costco is something else entirely, refreshingly boring. As companies like Walmart and Costco rush to compete in e-commerce, there's never been a better time, career-wise, to learn programming. Brilliant will take you from the fundamentals.
And that's a commercial, and we don't like commercials. Let's do this. The first question is right there. What mistakes ended up killing other business models? And that's at the beginning of the video. Then we have who is Costco's business model linked to, which I don't know why I wrote that. I'm gonna actually change that question to how do Costco lure customers into their stores? And hopefully we can get to question number 3, which is Costco's memberships program mandatory? Are you familiar with the word mandatory?
No.
Yes.
Okay, so Louis says no, Isaac says yes. What is mandatory, Isaac?
When you have to do something and you don't have like any other option.
Right.
So, for example, you don't, it's mandatory not to drive through the Metrobus. How to say in this space?
The cabin?
No, the street, the portion of the street
Oh,
that
the
Metro
lane.
use, the line. Yes, you cannot. It's mandatory not to drive in through the Metrobus lane.
Exactly. You cannot get your car into your Metrobus lane.
Yeah.
Precisely. That's mandatory. So
So,
there's not another option.
yes, I was thinking like in the military service, but it's kind of mandatory, but you know that you can do it or not. Yeah.
Yes. I'm talking. I don't have comments about that. Jesus Christ, eh?
It's supposed that it's mandatory, no? But nothing
It's.
happens if you don't do that.
I hope. I really hope you are saying that
I
to
think that someone didn't do the military service.
someone, but a friend, a cousin of a friend. Okay, the cousin of a friend that I know, that is very
Fernando
nice.
Yepes.
Fernando Yepes. Exactly. So I really hope this person doesn't have any problem in the future. Or I hope Russia's problem doesn't affect Mexico, no? I really hope so. Oh my God. Okay. Let's begin with the first one. Coming back to this, to the class. What mistakes end up killing other business models? Help me Let's begin with Isaac. What do you remember about this
No, please.
question?
Well, I understood that there are a lot of retail stores, and they they didn't or they haven't adapted to the new technologies maybe, so they are
Good.
not using like the internet like Amazon, and they are just like trying to survive with the way the business model that they have been using for years. So
Great.
it's just like for example Blockbuster that it didn't adapt to the new technology, so at the end they disappear. Well, the company disappeared.
Yeah. They got banished by crisis. Exactly.
Yes.
Good. 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 Now, what about Rafa raised his hand? What do you remember more information about this?
Yes, they forgot their clients' necessities.
Oh, great. Excellent. Which was a more specific thing that was in the video. Exactly. Good. And what else do you remember?
Sorry?
And what else do you remember?
Um, of this part,
That can be it. You know?
yes, I think that, well, the video was talking about very negative, never very negative things about these stores, Sears,
Yes.
GCP. Yes,
And the rest.
yes.
Actually, I am surprised Radio Shack exists in Mexico still. Because in the United States, Radio Shack and Sears, gone.
Oh, yeah.
But we don't have a Best Buy.
Aha, that was
Yes, Best Buy.
another.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I was so surprised because Best Buy had very expensive products. Like the price was over a normal retail price.
Over the average.
It was over the average, so it
Yes,
technically similar
usually.
to Liverpool.
Yes, and they survive. Yeah, I don't know
Uh-huh.
why. You can find items uh, cheaper than in Liverpool. Even in Liverpool, is in a special offer or something like that. So it's something really expensive.
I know, yeah. And you are in the store, you look for it in Amazon or Mercado Libre, and it's like what 20%, 30% more cheaper. So it's like, what's going on here? You know, why if you are charging more, you get into bankruptcy.
Yes.
Super strange, super strange. But okay, well, let's talk about that. Okay, so 3 chances per person, right? Let's see how much information you can get. Let's begin with Isaac, right? Question number 1, let's go.
All 2000, J.C. Penney lost 140 tail apocalypse. In the last 3 years alone, Sears lost 142 of its stores. Toys R Us filed for bankruptcy. J.C. Penney lost about 200. Payless Shoe Source closed all 2,000, and Radio Shack about 1,000. The obvious question is why, and the obvious answer is Amazon. But not exactly. It's not retail stores that are dying.
Okay, this is the beginning of your answer, eh? 1, 2, 3, action.
Amazon. But not exactly. It's not retail stores that are dying. All these brands have something in common. They suck, usually because they failed to adapt. Sears tried to do everything and ended up doing everything terribly. J.C. Penney forgot its customers, and Toys R Us thought the internet was a fad.
All right,
Oh,
what do
no.
you have?
I, I, I just write how retail stores are dying.
Okay, all retail stores are dying.
Because they suck.
But yes, they they suck. They suck. And that's it.
And that's it. Okay.
It's,
Any word about CRs?
but before all this part, they mentioned the name, no, of the companies. I remember Radio Shack. I then that's it. The others, I don't remember the others because I think that I don't know them.
Any way, if you don't know them, you need to rely on your listening, phonetics, so you can find the name.
Yes.
Okay, and this answer only mentions three of them. Okay, so let's go back. Second chance.
Many forgot to do everything. They suck. Usually stores that are dying. All these brands have something in common. They suck, usually because they failed to adapt. Sears tried to do everything and ended up doing everything terribly. JCPenney forgot its customers. And Toys R Us thought the internet was a fad.
Oh, that's it.
Yes.
Okay, I hear over there something. All those brands after all those brands have something in common. They suck.
Excellent. Sucks or
Yeah,
suck?
they suck. It's plural, so I think that it's suck.
Okay.
No, no,
Yes. No. Yes, you are correct. If it's plural,
okay.
it's without the S.
Yeah.
You remember the yesterday's video?
What? Which one? Which one?
Yeah,
Yes.
the video, the Instagram video I sent at night.
The one that you sent to my
Yes.
WhatsApp.
Do they dance more than me?
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. This in this case is not necessary. What else do you have?
I I just hear like the name of one company that is JC Penny.
I think say they fail to adapt.
Excellent. That's right. That's good. That's good. That's good. And actually, try in this case, you see, try to start completing this
Yes.
information, right, on a notebook while we pass with you, because you are going to complete whatever Isaac didn't get. So after the three chances, we're gonna go through you, and you need to complete the rest of the information. Right? No, yeah, that's good. That's good. If you have this information, keep it on a note so you don't forget it.
Okay.
Okay, good. Good job. Good job. Good job. Okay, so then final answer. Okay, final repetition.
Yes.
Penny forgot to do everything. They suck. Retail stores that are dying. All these brands have something in common. They suck, usually because they failed to adapt. Sears tried to do everything and ended up doing everything terribly. JCPenney forgot its customers. And Toys R Us thought the internet was a fad.
Come on. They sucks. And then it says usually because they fail to adapt. Thank you, Jesse.
Thank you, sister. Exactly. Usually, because they fail to adapt.
And then the video mentions Sears. And that's it.
Okay. he got your answer. You know, that's a copier, right? That's a copier. Very, very bad.
that's the way I finished my bachelor's degree.
Yeah. Yes, of course. And the older brother always has an advantage. Very bad, eh? Very, very bad. Okay, then let's go to... Okay, Jesse, what else do you have?
I don't have
anything else.
I completed the phrase the same because they usually because they fail to adapt.
Okay, great. So then let's go through your first
Okay.
repetition out of 3, right?
Okay.
Try taking notes. Ready?
Yes.
Sears something exactly. It's not retail stores that are dying. All these brands have something in common. They suck, usually because they failed to adapt. Sears tried to do everything and ended up doing everything terribly. JCPenney forgot its customers, and Toys R Us thought the internet was a fad.
Action, yes.
I don't have the idea complete, but it's Sears. I remember try to do everything and I don't know how they and failed or end up something like that.
Okay.
And after the other brain joins something like that. I remember forgot the customers and
Pronunciation, the what?
the customer.
Okay. We need the dictionary. Are you familiar with this word? The word is this. Pronunciation. Jesse, can you see the
Yes.
pronunciation?
Yes. So I am not sure how to pronounce. Ka.
Ka, all the symbols, no?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm not sure.
Let me help you. The first one is correct. Ka. Ka, and then you have the schwa sound.
Uy.
This is again. So cast.
Customer.
Excellent.
Customer.
Right? A client is a customer,
Okay. Customer.
right? Not customer with a B. Eliminate the B.
Okay. Customer.
With a B. Eliminate the B.
Custom. But it's M.
Yes. Custom.
Customer.
Perfect. Customer.
Okay.
Forgot the customer. Somebody, no? Somebody forgot the customer. So this is the same feedback that I give Isaac. We are probably not familiar with the stores, but if you pay attention to the phonetics, you can find and pronounce the name of the stores. Even though you don't know them, you can identify them with your comprehension. Okay, so in a moment we check it. Apart from that, do you have anything else?
Not really.
Great. Okay, before the second repetition, do you think we are talking in present or in past?
In past.
Then read the CR's sentence.
Their sentence is in present.
Exactly, that's mistaken. Correction?
Okay.
Try to correct it. CR's.
Okay. No, try. I am not sure. Try, how pronounce try in past. Try. Right.
Tried.
But I am sure the verb do is correct. I am.
Okay. Actually, the secondary verb is always in simple form. So tried to do, that's correct. And then, what about this?
And?
What is the past event?
That?
Excellent. Ended. Let's see if it matches. Okay, second repetition.
The payers tried to do everything. It's not retail stores that are dying. All these brands have something in common. They suck, usually because they failed to adapt. Sears tried to do everything and ended up doing everything terribly. J.C. Penney forgot its customers, and Toys R Us thought the internet was a fad.
Action.
It's difficult. I only listen fact. I am not sure if fact.
At the end?
How fat? Something like that.
With only that, you don't have any other
No, it's
words?
difficult. I don't understand.
Okay, then let's go to the
I
third.
didn't understand.
You didn't understand. Yes. Don't worry. Let's go to the third repetition. Let's see if we can catch information. Final repetition.
Millennials have something exactly. It's not retail stores that are dying. All these brands have something in common. They suck, usually because they failed to adapt. Sears tried to do everything and ended up doing everything terribly. J.C. Penney forgot its customers, and Toys R Us thought the internet was a fad.
No, teacher.
Nothing else? You have anything more about Sears, for example?
I remember draw, something like that. Draw, no?
Throw, but throw what? Who
Not
throw? Okay, that's difficult. Then a good strategy for you in this case is, in order to attack this type of exercises, you need to start thinking in groups of words instead of word by word.
okay. Yes.
Because I think that's a mistake. It's like listening only one word and only one word and only one word, and then you are going through a lot of mini processes that makes you forget the beginning.
Yes, but I really didn't understand what what they say.
Okay.
I don't understand in general the idea. I think it's really fast, or really fast, and the words is not common for me.
Yes. That's also a thing. Many of the words, well, some of them are in the dictionary, in the vocabulary that I sent to you, but others are considered B1 vocabularies, and probably you know them. The only issue is that pronunciation. American pronunciation is a little bit very, very native, and sometimes we get lost on that. Even though you know the words, the pronunciation affects our comprehension. So let's see if you know the words or not. Okay. Let's check to the next one. Your 3 chances are done. Let's go. Help us, Rafa. Can you help us complete the sentence?
Hello, teacher.
Hi, brother.
Yes. Ended up to do everything. Sears tried to
ended up to do?
And ended up do everything.
Okay.
Do everything. And terrible.
Terrible. Okay,
But
interesting.
I think it's comma between terrible and everything. No?
You are basing that on the listening, no? Because he makes a little pause, a little space. Remember that in English, commas don't work as spaces. It was only like a pronunciation problem, or probably he just separated for dramatic reasons, but that doesn't mean you need a comma there.
Okay.
Never. In Spanish, yes. In English, commas also don't work like that.
Okay, and I would like to add the word fat in the final.
Fat, which is in the vocabulary, right?
Yes.
Great job. Watch out, it's not the final, it's at the end.
At the end.
At the end, exactly. A fad, guys, which is number 11. It's something that people are interested in for only a short period of time. it becomes popular, and then it goes down. For example, Shakira's song. Nobody listens to that song anymore. You know? That was a fad. You see?
Yes.
Let's listen to the video. Let's see what was a fad. Okay? Second
Okay.
repetition. Let's go.
This video is sponsored by Brilliant. 42 of its stores. Toys R Us filed for bankruptcy. JCPenney 2,000 retail stores that are dying. Common. It's not retail stores that are dying. All these brands have something in common. They suck, usually because they failed to adapt. Sears tried to do everything and ended up doing everything terribly. JCPenney forgot its customers. And Toys R Us thought the internet was a fad.
Well, I have just two things. It's doing everything.
Excellent. You cannot say ended up do. Grammatically, there is an explanation here. When you say end up, you need an ing always after it.
Okay.
Always.
And JCPenney.
Very good pronunciation. Very, very good pronunciation. Question, are you familiar with the store?
No, I don't know.
Perfect. So you only used your listening powers. That is the objective. The word is, the store was called J.C. Penney.
Yes.
And it was a clothing store.
Okay.
You see?
And it's dying.
And exactly. The website is amazing, but it's only the website. Right? Where does JCPenney go?
We will put in doing everything terrible. After
Hi.
after terrible, I need to listen this part again
Okay.
because
Okay.
the doing distracted me and yes.
Okay, okay.
That's what.
All
But
right.
between terrible and forgot.
All right. Okay. Let's listen again. Third repetition, eh? Take the most advantage you can.
Can you Jay well yes again.
Okay,
Let's
sure?
try. Yes.
Okay.
You have something exactly. It's not retail stores that are dying. All these brands have something in common. They suck, usually because they failed to adapt. Sears tried to do everything and ended up doing everything terribly. JCPenney forgot its customers. And Toys R Us thought the internet was a fad. Millennials
Terribly.
It's terribly, right?
Yes.
Very good. It's impossible that it's terrible.
Yes. But internet was a fad.
Internet was a fad. Good. Good. Okay. Anything else?
No, I will try to complete in this.
And what's
Yes.
up with JCPenney?
JCPenney before forgot the customer.
But is it the subject of the sentence, forgot, or is it a part?
JCPenney forgot the customer and stuff and they mentioned other store, but
That was
I
more
don't get
difficult.
I don't
Yes.
get to catch the name, you know.
I agree.
But,
I agree. The second name is even more difficult.
okay.
Yes.
All right.
Okay, no
Let's
problem.
see.
Let's keep it over there, right? Now, guys, attention. If you pronounce and you watch this logo, no? A logo that you know, a logo that you recognize, and you pronounce Sears, you are thinking in Spanish. Because a
Sears.
person, exactly, he never pronounced Sears. That's Spanish.
Ha-
The name of the
ha-
store in English is Sears.
what's the name of the girl, of the English girl, of the girl who talks about English? Uh,
Yes,
uh,
there was a TikToker.
it's
It's
not Sears, it's Sears. Yeah.
Sears. It's not
Yeah.
Starbucks. It's Starbucks.
Yes.
I am that girl today. Okay. Today I'm going to defend the English phonetics. Sears, that's a pronunciation. But there's a point. I mean, she didn't make a point correctly, but the reason is I'm not defending her. That if you pronounce it in your native pronunciation, it's even more difficult to understand American people because you are not getting accustomed to the pronunciation. So it's like it's literally a switch. You need to change the the chip of mini phonetics so you can understand more extensive portions of information. You know,
Yes.
so that was the reasoning behind that. But okay, that's good. You found JCPenney. You found that this was the name. This was the logo, JCPenney. So let's check the rest. What about
Okay.
Silvana? What else do you have?
No, I have another chance.
No, I already repeated three, no? 3 times?
No,
Sure?
there was two.
Okay.
No,
I will trust you. I'm gonna give you the last one.
no. Uh, don't you know, guys? How
No,
many
to be
times?
honest, I don't remember. I think that
I
she
don't
tried
remember.
only one.
Very good, Isaac.
If he want to continue, it's okay for
Well,
me.
I can
maybe
give you my chance.
I give part part of this structure before my first chance.
Silvana is not able to speak, but she told me that she sent her answer by chat.
Ah, that's right. I
Yes.
had I have not seen it. Uh-huh.
Uh, let's check the bar.
Let's check the bar.
We have video.
Yes, we do. We have video, but okay. I'm gonna give you one more to Rafa, and I'm gonna give a little feedback to Silvana. The comma between everything and terribly, erase it. That comma is not necessary. We are thinking in Spanish because in Spanish the pause, the interruption is a comma, but in English it's not. It's just a dramatic pronunciation. But guys, Silvana is so close. She only needs the name of the final store.
Really?
The one, exactly. She's
Well,
almost finished.
let's add the contribution, the
Her
Silvana
answer.
contributions, and
No.
I will finish this.
You have okay. You have finish it in your last chance. Ready?
I will try it.
You can. Come on. 1, 2, 3. Action.
They fail. All, but not exactly. It's not retail stores that are dying. All these brands have something in common. They suck, usually because they failed to adapt. Sears tried to do everything and ended up doing everything terribly. J.C. Penney forgot its customers, and Toys R Us thought the internet was a fad.
Oh shit. I have a modification here. I'm doing everything. It's their customers.
Very good. Okay, close. Close. We need to
No,
verify that. Nah, he never said there. But you're close.
forgot.
What else? What else? Continue.
Oh no. Forgot. Yeah. Hmm. Well, we need just a dot between terrible, terribly and JC Penny.
Okay, I agree with you. I would say that is a comma, eh?
Come on. Okay.
Uh-huh. Because it's the same idea.
Good. Forgot their customers, and I
And
think it's bankrupt. Told internet was a fad.
bankrupt what?
Bankrupt. Thought internet was a fad. I think so. I don't know.
Toad. Pronunciation.
Um.
What is
Oh,
what is the present of toad? Is it a verb?
think
Ah, so you are correct. Only the pronunciation issue.
so.
Pronunciation of this symbol over here. Let's begin here.
Salt, salt,
Uh-huh.
salt,
Thaw.
salt, salt,
Thaw, 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 thaw.
salt,
Thaw. Uh-huh. The name is over
salt,
here.
Ah.
Thought.
salt, salt, salt,
Right?
salt, thought,
Thought. Very good.
Thought.
thought,
Thought.
thought.
Somebody thought. No?
Bankrupt.
Bankrupt. Oh, yes. Bankrupt is a word that means they don't have money. A company that doesn't have money. Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Is bankrupt. So when you see in the line on Radio Shack, this means that it was closed because they didn't have money.
Oh, it's Radio Shack.
This is Radio Shack. This is
Okay.
not the one that we need, eh? The
We
new
need
one.
we need the name of the last store.
We need the name of the last store. And we need corrections. There are some parts that are still.
And those brands have something in common.
You need to pay attention to the rest of the information because some of this is still missing.
Try to do everything.
So I have a question. Right? Let's start with Luis. Do you want to complete it?
Come on, man, you can do it.
Do you want my chances?
Yes. Do you want my
Yes.
chances? Let's check
Somebody
Can
want.
we pass our turn to Rafa?
Well, I don't want, but why not?
Excellent. Let's go. Let's try it.
All these but exactly. It's not retail stores that are dying. All these brands have something in common. They suck, usually because they failed to adapt. Sears tried to do everything and ended up doing everything terribly. J.C. Penney forgot its customers, and Toys R Us thought the internet was a fad.
Excusez-moi. Mm, the name of the brand, right? It's the only thing. GC Penny forgot its customer.
Yes. They never say there. It's a possessive, but it's not they. It's it.
Phew. Now the name of the brand that thought internet was a fad, right?
What was it?
I think that Silvana sent you another message.
Yep. I was checking the chat and she finished.
Yes.
Silvana finished.
Come on, teacher, save our time.
No. Come on. Insisting on the
Okay.
practice and phonetical issues.
Well, let's go to the second chance.
Okay, second chance. 1, 2, 3, action.
Millennials tried to common. They suck. Retail stores that are dying. All these brands have something in common. They suck, usually because they failed to adapt. Sears tried to do everything and ended up doing everything terribly. JCPenney forgot its customers. And Toys R Us thought the internet was a fad.
Toyn and Rust?
Close. You say Toyn?
Tony, Toyn.
Tony, Tom, close. You're so close, but now that's not the name. And did you detect any other mistakes? Third repetition, right?
Yes.
Let's go. Final repetition.
But not exactly. It's not retail stores that are dying. All these brands have something in common. They suck, usually because they failed to adapt. Sears tried to do everything and ended up doing everything terribly. JCPenney forgot its customers. And Toys R Us thought the internet was a fad.
And Toyn and Rust thought internet was a fad.
Yeah, the pronunciation is very similar. I'm gonna give you the last word because you pronounced correctly. Okay, so now let's check corrections and the name of the last company. Isaac, what else do you have?
I think that JCPenney forgot its customers.
Plural, exactly.
Yeah. And well, I have the name of the store because Silvana shared it with me.
Silvana. Yeah, no, that's cheating. Very bad, eh? The benefit.
It's Toy or Us.
He doesn't supposed to say that.
Anyway, magically he knows? Nah.
Yes, I cannot like take the credit for that.
So what's the name, man?
Toy or Us? Toy or Us? Toy?
Close. The second word is an R.
Toys R Us.
Toys
No?
plural. The name of the company was called Toys R Us.
Yes.
Which was a company of toys. Like Juguetron. And this is the R that appears in the video.
Yes.
You see? This is the R that appears in the video, and it's just a toy store. You see? That was the name. Easy as that. So sometimes it's like paying attention when an American person is speaking, they are going to give you their references. Like, for example, if you speak English with a person from the United States and you say, "Hi, let's go to Oxxo," for you is super normal. For you is super natural and you understand what is Oxxo. But the other person will understand. Let's go to Oxxo? What the hell is Oxxo? What is Oxxo?
And how do they pronounce?
You know, anyway, they don't have a visual reference. So they will say, hey, is OXO a kind of company?
So,
Is that the name of a restaurant? What is OXO? You will need to say the type of thing you refer. So OXO is a convenience store. So every time you say, hey, let's go to OXO, you should omit it. You should say, hey, let's go to the convenience store and buy something. And eventually they learn the name. But at the beginning, it's like, it's impossible to know what is OXO. I have spoken to some Americans and they say like, it's like a 7-Eleven, you know? And they're like, okay, I understand. You know? But at the end, it's like, what do you prefer, to make explanation or to say convenience store? You know, it's about vocabulary.
Yes.
Automatically, the first thing you need to do is to understand phonetics and detect the word that you don't understand, so you can repeat it. And you say, "What? Sorry, what's Toys R Us? You said Toys R Us. What's that? You mentioned J.C. Penney. What's J.C. Penney? A store? Is that a company?" That's the usage of phonetics. Even though you don't know the company, you can repeat the phonetics. You see how interesting this is? That's pretty much it. Okay? Before we leave, let me tell you some of the mistakes. There were mistakes here, and there were mistakes here. Right? The first sentence, actually, Silvana was right. The first sentence is not all retail stores are dying. The video says it's not that retail stores are dying. Listen to this.
Here's trying incorrectly. It's not retail stores that are dying.
You see? So this sentence was, it's not retail stores that are dying. All these.
All these brands have something in common.
What's the difference between those and these in this context? If you say those, you are talking about other companies. Companies that are not shown in the video.
Okay, that are not mentioned in the
That are not mentioned in the video. Or probably they are, but it was a reference to companies that you mentioned before. If you say those stores, I understand that you're speaking about Amazon and Costco. And if you say these stores, I understand you're saying Sears, JCPenney, Toys R Us, Radio Shack, because you have a visual reference. What a massive thing between these and those. You see?
Yes, teacher.
New stuff. Some stuff that seems to be easy, but it's kind of thinking about the usage of the words. That's pretty much it. Do you have any question?
not sure.
Great. So we did one question today. It was a difficult video, I know, but it was intentional. You did a good job. Okay? So let's continue practicing on Tuesday. Have a very nice long weekend. Sleep as much as you can because we are adults and we are old. Okay?
No. I think that only you and me.
The rest, do whatever you like, guys. Okay? I'll see you guys. See you on Tuesday. Bye.
Thank you, guys. See you.
See you later.
See you later, alligator.
Bye, brother. See you.
See you, teacher. Jesse
Bye, Rafa.
doesn't come.
No, she's going to. We are going to change the mechanic now. Now she's going to. She's not going to say hello today, but if you need her, she's there at the WhatsApp.
No,
right?
no, just for attendance.
Yes, for attendance, exactly. No, don't worry. She was here actually. She saw the list and she left.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Well, see you, teacher.
Bye, man. Have a nice weekend.
Have a weekend.
You too.